Okay, so hopefully this mic here on my iPod headphones here work well, because I'm here to give you my review of the movie It, which I saw today, and well, this will be uploaded Sunday morning, so I saw it Saturday afternoon with one of my close friends, and I'm here to give you my review on the movie itself, my movie It, and this movie is a remake. Not really a remake, but it's like another edition of Stephen King's famous book of the same title, and a movie, not a movie, but a miniseries made way back in 1990 with Tim Curry. Like, that's another edition of the series of it, a movie, but it isn't connected anyway. Excuse me. So this is like the solo movie of it itself, which I got the Blu-ray of the original It only 2 days ago, which I watched on Friday afternoon. Not that good, to be honest. Like, I didn't grow up with this movie, but it's like I watch it and I'm like, the stuff for the kids I enjoyed fine, the stuff for the parents were terrible. But I'm here to talk about this movie, which just came out today, came out this weekend. Started Bill Skarsgård and a bunch of these young up and coming talents of these great kids. I heard of one of them was in Stranger Things, which I still haven't seen, which I know I should because I've heard incredible, stellar reviews about that Netflix series. Um, the kid's name is Finn Wolfhard, I believe. Yeah, I think it is his name. But all these kids. So, movie itself, is it any good or not? Does it does it float above does it float among the greatest balloons of Stephen King's book to film adaptations, or does it sink towards the bottom of the sewers? This movie is really awesome. I will really say that this movie is amazingly, in my opinion, this movie is amazingly great for what it is. What it takes is a simple context of these kids being scared in Derry, Maine, by this historical character of Pennywise the clown, Pennywise the dancing clown, which is like I don't know, like I don't know if it's like a certain entity or not, or what the hell is it really. But it's a really weird film, to at least to say in the least. It's a really weird but strongly great film. What really is integral for not only this film but any other film, for the record, I took it off too off topic, but I'm wearing my Joker shirt. And it's quite ironic for this because uh, clowns. So yeah. Um, what really works well about this movie should be fundamentally working well for any movie, and that's the investment within the characters as they go along. And I loved all of these characters. All the kids work brilliantly off each other. All the kids like Finn Wolfhard and the others, Sweet those and all these other kids. Um, they're all really great. I loved the chemistry. They were all incredible. I feel like I relate to any of these other kids. Like I grew up like the weird outsider, or the kid who was kind of overweight, or the person who wanted to be like the bold, strong leader. Like I felt like I could be any one of these kids, and they still felt realistic, cool, funny, and charming. They talk like this movie is based in like the late '80s, and I feel like they talk like kids would talk now or in the '80s, and I thought the dialogue with them and the chemistry was just immaculate, incredible. It reminded me a lot of this year's. This is a really weird comparison, but it reminded me a lot of this year's Power Rangers, where you just have the characters' intimacy and chemistry and connections, and then bonding. Those moments shone above anything else in this movie. I loved those moments, everything with these kids. I was just like, yes, I felt like I could really just relish among them. They were incredible performances. And most of these kids haven't done that much before them, aside from the kid who's in Stranger Things. But seriously, it's like, that's the advantage of the movie. It really knows how to get you in a really young person level. Like, I watched it with like a good friend of mine who I've known for well over a decade now. And I'm like, by the end, I'm like, God damn it, I just want to get all me, him, and all of our friends back together, just like have fun and just live life like if you're still kids, like if you're that grow up like. Oh, I miss that time in my life. I really do. I really do miss that time in my life. Um, but that's not just the main part of the movie. But what really is the but also what works well is a sense of build-up and the anguish and the terror and the suspension within these kids and how they contrast off the screen with Bill Skarsgård as it. He is fucking mortifying. I don't think I've seen a horror movie performance of a villain this good in a while. He is so relishing and just enjoying, and he's like both salivating and just pushing his 100% into the role. Like you can tell he's kind of going nuts, and you enjoy him kind of going pushing himself out there, but it doesn't feel too out there. It feels like he's both pushing so much forward, like being ridiculous, but also keeping it quite well controlled. For me, it's not like William Dafoe or I think it was William Dafoe or something like that in the very original first Sam Raimi Spider-Man, where I felt like he was just overacting this. Where I felt like he was overacting like hell. Like, granted, it's a fun, awesome performance, and it's clearly giving his all, but I cannot take it for the life of me seriously, and it's like that to me doesn't hold up. This performance is chilling. Bill Skarsgård is, in my opinion, one of the best horror movie performances in recent years. It really is incredible, and I just love this villain. Easily for me, like the most terrifying scene in the movie is easily in when they all get together, like the traditional 7 of them get together and they are laying out like the maps of all the sewers and of old Derry, and like in one of the garages, and the slideshow keeps clicking like that. I'm sorry if that was annoying. But then it shows like this again. Not to give much away, but it does something which fucking terrified me. And I might just say it, but this may be the best in my opinion. This is my single opinion. This is the best horror movie since the first Conjuring. I mean that with 100% clarity. It really is that good. Granted, like there's only one moment, and it's not really a huge spoiler, but it's like there's one scare where one of the kids, I think it's the fat kid, like he's like studying and he goes into this area, under the library, and it's not really a huge spoiler, like isn't nothing really adds to the plot, but he gets chased by this headless weird creature, like or like decapitated zombie thing or whatever the fuck, and the effect on him, on the creature, or the way it walked, that for me was the only real thing where I guess critically of the film where I thought it really didn't work. Like that for me really did kind of ultimately came across a bit too silly, but everything else was in such good spirit and tone and visual flair and cares and true character, where I felt like it never detracted from the story. Even that moment, I felt like it really wasn't scary, until it changed into Pennywise, that is. Really, at least in my opinion, came across not that interesting. Also, the movie is long as hell. It's not really a long. Okay, here's the thing about length in movies, in my view. At least what most people say, and that is, it doesn't matter if a movie is long or short. Try not to make it feel long. There's a seamless way. Like, in my opinion, in my view, every Middle Earth film is more than 2.5 hours. But in my view, they fly by because I'm so invested. And there's movies that can just drag on, and they can just bore you to tears. And those movies can feel long. Now, right now, just in my head, not coming to my head right now, unfortunately. But this movie does kind of feel a little bit long, but it's still so done with such a good degree of horror and suspense to it. The bullies, I fucking hated these bullies. Um, and again, this is a huge spoiler, but I think maybe it isn't. Like there's a moment where they cut their hands in the end. Like I could handle anything else. That for me, I was just like anything to do with like self harm or cutting themselves. I was like, no, I can't handle that. I'm done. Like I thought that moment in John Wick Chapter 2 when the lady cut her wrist in a pool, like that moment was gross. But this moment in this movie truly surpassed that. This oh I can't deal with anything like that. I just can't myself. But as a whole, it is a truly fascinating, cool, scary, suspenseful movie that had me truly gripped to the very end by it, and I loved all the characters. I loved the chemistry. I loved the build up. I loved the feel. I mean, I love how they, in a weird visual way, make every adult feel gross and unsettling and just absolutely morbid. Just yeah, and the parents are just scum on they're scum on earth, really. But it's like it knows how to capture that kid like feel that spirit, the fun, the energy. Like yeah, they're out of school. This is summer. Let's just have fun. And this much like they're like no, screw this. Like they just want to have fun during this one. Like no, but you gotta invest in this. And I feel like there's such a good borderline balance in this movie. And granted, there's some moments like again those comedic moments really do work well. In my opinion, they work great. Um, so for me, it's like yeah, a really good film, and I was really just very pleased by this film. And I wasn't super excited for me because I'm not a huge Stephen King fan, but it's I don't have really much of his books. I do love his movies like Shawshank, 1408, Green Mile, Shining are just incredible films. Um, but this is definitely among one of his best. I easily put this in his top four best. But for me, it's like as a whole, it just works truly well on so much, and I loved it. It's probably one of my favorites of the year. It really is, and it's probably my favorite movie since Dunkirk. It's that awesome, and I love it. And I'm hoping some other movies in this September will follow as good of a degree this movie has right now. So, yeah. Everyone, I really hope you enjoyed my review. And as always, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the future. And I'll see you in the future for more videos. As always, till then, bye bye, and I'll see you later. Bye bye.